Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Marwell Manor Farm. We are in our T6 Blue Power here. We're heading down to the shop because today we need to get field 18. We need to continue the work on field 18, getting it ready for planting and ready for splitting. We want to get it all sorted out and ready to split it. So to do that, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting a subsoiler out because it needs ploughing, so it's either going to be ploughed or subsoiled. The trouble is that a plough is going to take absolutely forever, and a subsoiler, which while still take a long time, is still going to be twice as quick because the subsoilers tend to be twice as wide. Something I should point out is you might have seen last episode we were missing the hubs from this. We have them back. I downloaded a new copy of this, which is the link that's actually in the mod spreadsheet, which is off Mod Hoster, and that seems to have fixed the problem. So that's all good. Right, so let's pop in here and let's have a look. We want a subsoiler. So, as an example, the biggest plough we could do with this tractor is actually this one. I mean, that's 5 horsepower more than we have requirement. 2.5 meters is the maximum width of that. Whereas if we go for a subsoiler, for 140 horsepower, 140 horsepower, we can do 4 meters. I don't think we can go any larger than that. 6 meters, that's 500. So yeah. So the widest we can go is with the Agricem, which is slightly cheaper than the Coon. So we're going to get this. We can actually plant at the same time as using this. What's that? But to be perfectly honest, we're not going to. We're just going to get the subsoiling going. So we're going to purchase that nice, cheap bit of kit as well. So not too bad. So back out to our tractor and we'll go and hook that up. And then we're going to get Courseplay doing this. And while Courseplay is merrily going along with field 18 and sorting that out for us in our Blue Power, we are going to finish off field 15, which still has a little bit of wheat left in it. And once we've got that sorted, what we want to do is we want to try and get the field baled today as well. So those are basically what we're going to be covering in this video, and hopefully before the sun sets as well, because it is 20 to 5, but we should have plenty of time. We should be able to get this done. And we'll see how we do. But yeah, we want to get that done. I have my eye on several fields on this map now that I want to do. I have a thought on. So field 18, we're gonna split, and there've been some really good suggestions for crops to do in that in the 2 halves. So that's fantastic. I think I'm also going to split field 19. I only need about half the grass that field 19 has. So, what we're going to do is we're going to split field 19. The far end of field 19, I think we're going to make into an arable field. And then the smaller bit back towards us, we're going to keep that as grass. Right, so we want to come in this corner and set up Courseplay, which will should work really well. So I'm loving it, this Blue Power T6. There we go. So let's go field work. We are on field 18. There we go. Field 18. We want starting location is current vehicle position. There we go. Direction is automatic. We want it to do, I think we're gonna want probably 4 headlands. This is not very wide. And we're gonna get it to do the main body of the field first. And I want it to end up here. So that's absolutely perfect. So let's give this a go. See what that does. There we are. Wow. Far end of the field. It's going to end up this corner. But wow, that is a lot of lines. That's an awful lot of lines. So this, I think, is going to be doing this job for a while. We are going to get a third tractor. And the question is, so we have a choice. And next time we pop up to the shop, I'll show you this choice. But we could either go for a slightly older T6, so lower powered, slightly older T6, or we can go for a slightly newer than our other tractor, 8340. Both are roughly around the same horsepower and are between these two tractors. So yeah, let us know in the comments, which would you rather see? A sort of the other shaped tractor, slightly newer T Holland version of our Ford, New Holland version of our Ford. First waypoint, of course. So yeah, a slightly older T6 like this one, and not a blue power that would be, or a slightly newer version of this, which would be a New Holland 8340. So this has 51%. We're going to take our combine at this point and actually do some proper harvesting, I think. Oh, not if I drop the header. Right, let's try this again. Start her up. There we go. Press the wrong button and drop the header. There goes the realism. Right, so we want the map up because we want to check that we are on 180 degrees. I have not yet got GPS. GPS, I think we could put on this combine. We wouldn't be able to put it on. We'd be able to put it on the T6. We couldn't put it on our 7740. So yeah, might get some GPS and get this going. But this should be cutting quite well. I don't think we've got many more loads off here. I think we might have maybe 2 more trailers off this field. We're 3/4 of the way through the field. I think it's really interesting looking at the PDA for this field in the bottom left-hand corner. You can see that in real life, this field actually looks like it is divided into several fields. Went slightly off course there. And yeah, so looks like it's divided into several fields in real life. So yeah, it's an interesting way to go. I'm hoping we've positioned this. There we go, fantastic. So that means that I managed to avoid the that bit, which is good. So we'll lift her up. And around we go. So that is the first cut done. We're up to 35%. So I think what we'll do is we'll get some more cutting of this done, and come back in a minute once we're actually ready to empty. So we're coming up to the end of the row here. We are 97% full. Really, really close. I've been really impressed by the yield off this field. And now I've double checked. Yes, just made it. So the combine is. We're gonna set the combine on the hired worker on the next row. But wow, that's worked really well. There we go. So yeah, I've been really impressed by the yield on here. We don't have a huge combine, but the yield has been absolutely amazing. It's not fertilized. It needs lime. It doesn't have any weeds, thankfully, so it's fully weeded. But otherwise, this is not a high yielding field as this stands at the moment. So I'm really quite pleased with how this has worked out. Let's get this combine moving. There we go. And that way we can empty as we go and make sure that we get this as empty as possible. There we are. I'm really liking the request trailers. I want to get maybe see models, Branson's on here. If we get a second trailer, there we go, 100% full. He's going to miss a bit because I wasn't fully straight in my cutting. But we're going to get this moving and we'll clear up the field in a bit. But yeah, I think I want to get CD Models Bolton trailers on here. They look really nice and came out just after I was setting up my initial stuff on here, which was slightly annoying. But yeah, as I was saying, yield off that field has been fantastic. We have got a lot of trailers off there. I would think we've probably got 100,000 litres at least in storage at this point, and I really like that. That's really good. There we go. Let's tip this into our storage. What a nice storage thing this is Modding Welts, part of Modding Welts barn pack. It's a very sort of European building, but does fit it quite well, I think. And I'm not too worried about how it's positioned. I think I should have positioned it 90 degrees round, but it's fine. I've got a few hauls and things downloaded now, so we have got that that we will do at some point. And it's yeah, it's just working well. Right, so we have our combine must have backed off something. Oh no, I think our combine has got full. That's what's happened there. No, our hired worker is doing some funky stuff. Right, so we're going to take over from that. Like so. I think it's reversed up because it's because it got into the middle of the stuff I missed there. I think it ended up having or the stuff where I wasn't quite so straight. It's it got confused. So I'm going to clean this up. We are 33% full again. So yeah, plenty for me to clear up here and sort out. And then yeah, we will continue on and get this unloaded again, and hopefully we won't have too much of the field to do. And then what we're going to be doing, as I said, we're going to go and get ourselves a baler, and I'm not quite sure which one yet. It's got to be one that works with our tractor though, so that will restrict us a bit. So we're nearly 90% full again, and we're just finishing off the last strip of our cutting. So we've just got a section at the end of the field there. We're going to empty out on the return journey here. Our combine should be fine. I'm going to give it a bit more of an overlap to make up for any errors or mistakes that I've made in the run here. So we're going to give it a little bit more overlap on the end, like so. Get our hired worker going, and switch over to our tractor. Now we should be able to pick this up about here-ish, 93%. Yeah, this should be fine. So that's not going to be full before we pull up beside it. Nice empty trailer, and we want to load it towards the back initially. Get the load over the wheels. Oh, driving this like I did on my dad's farm. Cannot keep it straight. There we go. There we are. Just trying to sort of keep it in the middle of the trailer as much as possible. It's actually quite good to follow the straw. That's a much better way of doing it. So I'll empty all the way along here. It's going to give us, it's going to get us quite full actually. There we go. Combine is finished. So let's switch back to that. Take our hired worker off, and away we go. I think our auger is in. Yes, our auger is in. So now we're just going to diminish around this. I'm hoping that it's actually going to be enough for us to maybe fill up the rest of the trailer. Trailer's about 60% full, so a full tank on this is going to do more than the trailer can hold. So actually we may get a trailer in a bit still off here, which would be quite good. I'm not, so that would actually be great for us. To you know, we'll have done 2 trailers today, and that is 32,000 litres. So as I said, I think we've got at least 6 trailers off here, if not more, and that means we're going to have a really good amount in storage. We should make it's probably worth about 50,000-60,000, which will give us a really good boost. I mean, that will when we get around to our cows, because part of the reason why we're baling this is because we're going to need straw bales for the cows. Actually, straw bales for cows and horses are the 2 animals that I want to do on here. And so yeah, we're gonna need straw for both of them. And the whole way we're going to be dividing up the fields is so that we can get, so we can maximise things for the cows and the horses. There we go, 24% full. Yeah, we're going to get maybe 1 more full tank off here looking at this. 24% off almost an entire row is going to be almost a full tank. I don't know how full our tractor is, because our tractor, while it's on, is not got a hired work or anything in it, so it's not easy to tell at the moment. Right, so I am yeah, so as I say, I'm going to get this out. Let's see how close we get to a tank, and then we'll go and see if we can get a baler that will work with this tractor. No, 70% full, and we're on the last row. It's going pretty well. I'm really pleased with this. This is working out absolutely brilliantly. So what we're gonna do is yeah, get this emptied. We'll go and tip this. We'll get our combine off the field. Or we'll get our combine out the way at the very least. I can get it back to the yard and things later. We wanna get something actually to wash it down, because we don't have another field to harvest at the moment, so it's not going to be used for a while. And then we're going to get this field baled, which will be fantastic. Plenty of bales off here. There's a really good amount of straw, so I'm really quite pleased with that. Let's get out our auger. Check, I'm not going to hit the trailer. Yeah. There we go. Right, so that is going to empty quite nicely. We should have a really, really decent amount of that. As I said, we're going to have nearly a full trailer again. Let's see what we have in storage, shall we? So, oh wow. Actually, surprisingly, not as much as I thought we have. We got 63,000. This is going to take us up. Yeah, that's empty. So let's go move this. This is actually only going to take us up to 69. Just shy of 80,000 litres. I am slightly surprised by that. I thought we had more than that off this field. Yeah, I really thought we had over 100,000 litres. That's fine. That's still really good. That's still about 40,000. Actually, what is the price of barley at the moment? Price of barley is going down. It was at 700 when we started this. It's now down to 500. So we're going to wait for the barley price to come back up. We're not desperate for the money at the moment. We do need to buy a seeder. And possibly a planter as well. For what we're going to do. Right, there we go. Let's drop our header off properly this time. There we go. And we can now connect this up and get our combine back to the yard and out of the way. So we'll fold our combine up. I find myself wondering how our... Oh, he's actually making really good progress. He's on the much longer bit of the field now. Has probably got maybe a fifth of the field done while we've been doing the harvest, so that's good. But I need to drop this off here, and then we're going to go and tip. So we'll just park this in our yard. We do need to get ourselves a shed built here and sort that out. Right, there we go. Let's start this and get this done. So yeah, let's go tip this, and then we're going to use this tractor. We're going to have to get a baler that hopefully will run on a tractor of about, I think this has 95 horsepower. And if not, then we're going to have to hold off until next time, and until we sort ourselves out with the tractor, which is slightly annoying because I'm not in a position where I want to buy another tractor yet. We've got other stuff we need to buy first. I need to be able to run the farm just with the two tractors at the moment. As I said, we are looking at getting something around 125 horsepower as well. But that may become a requirement for our baler. Yep. There we go. Tip that. And then we best go sort ourselves a baler. It is getting dark, is the only thing. Right, so we'll just park this here. Right, and head down to the shop. There we go. We are at the shop. We are, as I said, we are losing light fast at this point. So we'll see how far we get with this. Balers. Here we go. So baling technology. That takes 140 horsepower. So I'm hoping that if we have a look at the class, it takes 180, 160. Wow. I really, really don't want to do round bales on here, but 70 horsepower is kind of what we're going to have to do. So, yeah, so round bales it is. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a little bit nuts doing round bales on here. It is a fairly flat map, so we should be okay. We'll go with standard tyres, and we will buy that. 49,000. So not overly expensive baler either, but it is, yeah, it is what it is. It is what we can afford and what we have to use. So even with our bigger stuff, we would have been struggling. And as you can see, we are losing the light fast at this point. So I think to hook this up and get ourselves moving. There we go. So let's get it back to the field and see what we can do. As I said, we are losing the light quite a bit at this point. Wait. So I'm hoping we are. Well, do you know what? I think we have got to the point where we don't really have the light to continue this. It's going to be, I'm sure it's going to be getting a bit damp anyway. I don't really want to bale damp straw. So we'll get this parked up, and I think that's where we're going to end it. Because, yeah, Otherwise, we are going to be in a position where we're going to be doing this in the dark, and I'm not really looking to be doing that. And that will be the end of day one, which is quite a lot to have achieved actually. Our first day on the farm, so I'm rather happy, rather pleased with that. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out on our other tractor, which seems to be doing pretty well. Our Ford here is all lit up and everything, and pretty good. So this is where we will end this video. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from FendtFarmer, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.